So I found out that I was pregnant when I was 18. It was in April 2009. And that day that I found out, I went walking to Walmart and I could barely pay for a pregnancy test. I couldn't go to Planned Parenthood because I didn't have a ride, and I don't know, Walmart was much closer, so I bought a pregnancy test and I took it there, right there at the Walmart restroom, and that's where I found out I was pregnant. And you can imagine how an 18-year-old's reaction to being pregnant was. I was stunned and I was devastated, and I don't know how I can possibly project my feelings to you. But I went home on the bus, and throughout my ride, I didn't know what I was going to do. Um, that coming fall, I was um, going to attend the University of Houston, and I was going to study photography. And I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I didn't know what I was going to do. So the first thing I did when I got home, I went to my room and I cried and I cried and I cried because, oh man, I'm pregnant, right? And I called my mom. My mom was working at that time. And I told her I was crying and crying, and she knew what I was going to tell her. Somehow she knew. I told her I was pregnant, and she just stayed quiet, and she's like, "Okay, okay, we'll talk about this when we get home." And I'm like, "Okay," as if somehow I felt like my mom was going to make things better. So I was just there in my room, laying down in bed, I not knowing what to do. And my mom, she got out of work to come see me. And I remember we went to McDonald's. Um, by then she had bought me another pregnancy test just to make sure again, and then there you go. I was pregnant. And she spoke to me and she told me that I was gonna have to keep this baby and that I could do it, that she was gonna help me. And it goes back to, that family tradition with the Mexican culture. And abortion, it's not a choice, and it shouldn't be an option to the culture that my mom was brought up with. And she didn't want me to do what my sister did, to have an abortion. But I did. If my mom would have supported me in having an abortion, um, emotionally and economically, because that time it was $400, and I had to drive to another city that was 30 minutes away from here to have an abortion done, I probably would have done it, honestly, because I really wanted to go study photography, and I wanted to travel the world, and do all these things, and I knew that with a child I couldn't do those things. So it was too late to take the morning after pill because it's already a month. I was already like at least a month pregnant or less, three weeks. So as I could not afford an abortion and my mom wasn't going to support me in doing it, then I didn't do it. So, I went through the pregnancy, and then I had my daughter, Frida, and I feel that what I'm doing now with the activism and advocacy for all these issues, um, are because I am a mother and because I was a teenage mother. I was considered a teenage mother, and I was part of a statistic. And I don't want people to feel bad because they got abortions and because they chose a different route. I don't want people to feel bad about it. And I know that my sister, every time that she looks at my daughter or something like that, she feels that guilt that she, when she was in college, that she had that abortion because she wasn't going to be able to do it. And I know she feels guilty because she had an abortion. But I reassure her every time I talk to her, it's okay. It's okay that you did, and you did what it was best for you, and that's okay, and you shouldn't be judged by it. We just took different decisions, but that doesn't make us any better. One doesn't make another better than the other just because, we decided to keep the child. And I want everyone to know that, it's okay if you decide to have an abortion. It really is okay. Don't don't feel like you're an evil person if you do, or just reach out to other people who have similar situations, and it will help out. It will help out a lot. And make sure to have a support. Try. Well, I know it's difficult, but it'll be great to have support to get you through it. But that's my story, and this is part of the 1 in 3 campaign. I know it wasn't about me having an abortion, but it was about me not being able to have an abortion because of the culture, the Mexican culture, and because I did not have the money um, or the transportation to get to the facility. But, you know, I love my daughter and I love all the work that I've done, and I know that other people are doing the same thing, and I'm just really proud with Advocates for Youth, the Texas Freedom Network, and everyone else. All the activists advocate for these issues and abortion rights. I think it's awesome that people are doing that, and people are becoming responsible uh, and aware of their body. But thank you.